Well, hello again. Welcome back to my channel, Reviews for You. This is Sean, and I've got here my Carbinox X Ranger watch that I did an unboxing video on this watch just a few days ago. I think it hit YouTube yesterday. So just thought I'd get on here quickly and kind of go over the watch now that I've got it synced to my iPhone, and just kind of show you what I've discovered. First thing I want to say is it's like I said in the unboxing, I really enjoy the look of this watch. The build of this watch just looks really good. We talked about the band being thicker than the old Alpha Gear. The watch is a little bit heavier than the Alpha Gear and feels solid. I want you to look at this screen. It's got a great resolution. It's very bright. It's not actually as bright as it will go, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So the watch functions similar to most Android type smartwatches. You've got a main button that will turn it off and on. You can swipe down on here. That brings up some settings menu. You can hit here. So you see I'm not as bright as it can go. I can actually slide it up and get it brighter, slide it down. I kind of keep it about right there. Within these settings, you've got your phone that allows it to receive phone calls, your raise to wake. You can set whether you want all of your accessories to be in a list mode or sort of in that, I don't know what you call it, bubble look mode that we've come to know through the Apple Watch. You've got your do not disturb. You've got notifications. You've got a button here that will ping your phone, battery saver, lock, and then settings. And if we go to settings, you'll notice you've got watch faces and themes, English, you can set date and time, sports recognition, the brightness, sound and vibration, raise to wake, do not disturb, different things about the downloaded apps, the system, what the actual watch system is. You can reboot it, power off, reset it, things to that nature. So the gist of how this watch works is you swipe down to bring in this menu. Left and right changes some of those. This button, top right, will bring it back. If you swipe towards the left, you have whatever that I was referring to, sort of a bubble look of all your different apps here, different things you can use, and it has quite a lot. One thing that I learned quickly is I couldn't find it was this right here. It looks like a little briefcase. If you hit that briefcase, oh, I lost it again. Let me go. And I'll show you a better way of setting this up if we have time. But that briefcase right there is where you would find your stopwatch, timer, flashlight, which I think is a nice one. It actually works pretty good. If you need it at night, find phone, remote camera controller, calculator, decent calculator. But all these do something. You've got lungs for breathing exercises. You've got your different outdoor exercises, and there's 50 of these things. So you got plenty of options to choose from on here. You've got nighttime, your sleep schedule, how that works, and what goes on during the sleep. You've got a music player that works. One thing I like about it is you can play music on your phone and it comes through the watch, and the watch speaker is really not bad. Very impressed with how well it sounds. I would let you hear it, but I'm using my phone to make this video. You've got your weather. You've got different alarm clocks right here. You can go through, you can customize them. You can have multiple alarm clocks, set however you want to set them, turn them off and on. You've got the phone feature, your contacts. You've got call history, your dial pad. All of that works great. I've gone through and used it. You've got your messages, different messages. One thing I don't like about this watch is really the font. Let me see. This is from Team Jeff Abbott. And it's sorry to bother you. It's readable, but I wish they would have done a slightly better font. This looks like something from my old Atari, 5600. I think they could have done a better font that would be a little bit better to read. It's got your working out, all your different, your calories you burned, your steps, your distance traveled. I mean, it's just on and on, voice assistants. Now, let me explain this to you because I wasn't sure how this worked. But right now, notice it says, please tap screen to speak. If I tapped my screen and said, call my dad. Well, I have my dad's contact in my iPhone under dad. My phone, Siri on my iPhone would pop up and it would say, would you like to call dad? And I would see that on my watch and I would say, yes. And my phone would make the phone call. Same thing with messages. If I want to send a message from my watch, I don't actually see the message on my watch, but if I use that voice assistant, my phone, whether it be in my pocket or in my clip, will type the message to who it is I want to send it to, and we'll send it. So that's a pretty nice workaround for not having messages per se on your watch. Female health, no data is found. Definitely not a female. I haven't looked at all these different icons. This is your blood pressure, or excuse me, blood oxygen level. So as you can see, there's just multiple things in here. Watch faces. There's some already on the watch. If you hold and just tap the screen, there's different watch faces. And they all look great. They're all nice. This is the one, of course, that you see on the box. This is one I found on the app that I just like. So on the app, there's probably 50 plus watch faces that you can install on here. So if you swipe to the left, you get to this screen right here. If you go back here to your watch and swipe towards the left, I'm sorry, the first one was to the right, so to the left. This is where you have a list of different things. This is my heartbeat. Of course, it's not on my wrist, so it's not picking them up. This is my blood pressure, weather, my call, if I want to make a call. But then you have this. This is something that I thought was really nice. You hit add, and you can scroll through all these different features and add them to this list. Okay, so you can sort of customize it, is what I'm trying to say. It's not just one way and one way only. The Alpha Gear, that's kind of how it was. You had one way, what was programmed into the watch itself. You could not customize it. So a little more customization here, and but I have to say I'm just pleased with it. Battery power is still full. I charged it yesterday and slept with it, and it's Sunday at 1:30 p.m. So, Carbinox claims that this particular watch, according to their website, has the biggest battery of all their watches, and I believe it says 7 to maybe 12 days of current use. I do have it set to constantly monitor my heartbeat, and I do not have it always on. I don't mind hitting the button when I want to see what time it is. And so anyway, we'll just kind of see how that goes. But just a quick overview of the watch. I think it's a great looking watch. It looks great on the wrist, and the band fits good. It really buckles down. It's got some little grooves here on the sides that kind of help grip, and I'm telling you, I've had no problem with this watch. I think it looks great on the wrist. The band seems longer than the Alpha Gear. I have not had it come out. If you remember, if you watched my Alpha Gear watch review, I mentioned that this strap was short. It was constantly coming out. That's not happening on this watch. So anyway, there you go. The Carbinox X Ranger smartwatch, supposed to be very rugged, waterproof. Does have a speaker that works great. It does have a air monitor, I believe, back over here, and then the microphone, I believe, is maybe right here in the middle, and it just works well. So if you guys are looking for a smartwatch, I recommend checking Carbinox out. I will put a link to this watch or to their website in the description. And they have other ones that are more square. They have some that are like a long rectangle. This is just what I preferred. I like the round look of the watch, and I like the features of the watch. So I will update in a few weeks to see how it's holding up. And until then, you guys have a good evening, and I will see you on the next go round.